Right. So our first topic here is going to be scientific notation. And we'll start off by saying we deal with very large and small numbers. Right. If you think about how small an atom is, that's absolutely tiny. If you think about how big a sun or the star is, that's absolutely huge. And so we have huge variations in the numbers that we can have. And the thing is, it's really annoying to write out big numbers, and it's very easy to make copying errors, right? So we're going to say annoying to write out large and small numbers, and it's easy to make transcription errors. So for example, if we've got this number right here, 6,000,000,000,000, right? That took me quite a while to write out. This is 6 billion. And having to write this number out multiple times can be really annoying. So we need an easier way to write. And so what we can do is we can split this number up basically into a multiplication type problem. So we can say that 6 billion is 6 times 1 billion. Obviously, that's more work, right, so far, but let's see how we can condense this even more. So if we think about this right here, this number right here, it's got 9 zeros. And so we can write that out instead as 10 up to the 9th. And so if you forget from your algebra class what 10 up to the 9th is or what exponents are, the exponent basically just tells you how many times that base number is multiplied. So 10 to the 9th is equal to 10 times 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 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 10, right? So it's 9 tens multiplied by each other, or it's equal to 1 billion. And so we can write 6 billion as 6 times 10 to the 9th. And this is what's known as scientific notation. Let's take a look at another example. So we've got 2, 3, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So let's take a look at how we're going to write that in scientific notation. So what we do is first we imagine where the decimal point is, which would be right over here, right at the end of the number. And then we're going to move it all the way to the left till we get a decimal number, right? So we're going to leave it until it goes to 2.3. So this is the way scientific notation is going to be set up. It's always going to be something, point something, or just one number. I'll give you some examples here in a minute. Right, so we're going to want this to be 2.3. So we have to move our decimal spot that many times over, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? We've moved it over 12 spots. And so we say is 2.3 times 10 to the 12, right? You can see how that's much easier to write and much easier to read than the number up there. And so this part of the number is called the mantissa. You don't have to know that, but it's always only ones place and below. Right, so for example, you are not allowed to write 23 times 10 to the some number, right? That is incorrect. You are not allowed to write 0.23 times 10 to some number. That is also incorrect. You have to write it as 2.3. Maybe there's more numbers, 2.3, 4, 5, whatever, but it's always only one number in the ones place and then maybe some decimals. Cool. All right. And then, of course, we have to go the other way around, too. When someone gives us a number in scientific notation, we need to be able to understand what that means in, non-scientific notation terms. So, for example, 4.54 times 10 to the 8. Notice that when the exponent is a positive number, that means that it's a large number. So if it's positive, we get a large number. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take our 4.54 and we see it's 10 to the 8. So we're going to move our decimal 8 spots over. And we're going to want to make it a big number, so we're going to move the decimal to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then what we do is we just add zeros in all of these spots and then rewrite the number, right? So 4, 5, 4, and then let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. And then of course you can add your commas if you'd like to make the number nice. But you see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots, and that's 10 to the 8th. So overall, a little bit of practice, it shouldn't be too bad.